What's up, guys? Medic Prepper 611 here, back with another video for you. Today we're going to do a little bit of a mini review of a little survival kit that I found online. It is the Soul Scout Survival Kit. You guys can get a good look at that there. Actually found this on eBay for $19. It's actually a really good value for what you get inside the package. I'm getting into backpacking pretty heavily, and that's the intended use for this kit. I'm going to throw it in my backpacking trip. It's kind of like my little mini survival kit that I take on my backpacking trips with me. It's actually a pretty amazing little kit. It's waterproof and only weighs 3.5 ounces, so you really can't beat it for what you get. And the size is pretty awesome too. I mean, it fits in the palm of my hand, so you can't beat that for what you get with it. I looked at, actually, once I found this, I looked at piecing the kit together with all the individual components, and you actually can't buy most of what's in here for less than, or for what I paid for the kit. It would have cost me about 25 bucks to buy all the stuff that's in here, and I got it for 19. Plus it comes with the waterproof dry sack that it's in, so it's really an exceptional value for everything that you get inside of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it open, and we're going to take a little bit of a closer look at what's inside here, and then I'll discuss some more things that I'm going to add to it and some stuff that I plan on adding to it here before I put it in my backpacking kit. Hang tight. Alright guys, here we are. We're going to go ahead and break this open a little bit and take a closer look at what's inside it. And once again, I really can't get over just the size of it and the weight. I mean, it really does. It's a perfect size and perfect weight for a little mini survival kit for backpacking. I mean, my hand covers the entire thing, and it really is incredibly light for being on the waterproof sack and everything else. Has a nice secure buckle on the back side here. Then it rolls up, and you actually could probably leave it here and have a little extra room for some stuff and still have it be waterproof. But it unrolls. First thing you got inside here is the Tender Quick, and I don't know if you guys have seen these things before, but they're actually pretty awesome. They are waterproof themselves, and then each individual one will burn for 2 to 3 minutes and is more than enough to get a good fire going. And if you anticipated needing to start more than 4 fires, you actually could cut these in half and have about 8 fires out of these pretty easily. So that's actually a really nice little addition to the kit. Next thing you've got inside here is the Soul Slim Rescue Howler Whistle. Supposedly you can hear this from up to a mile away. It's got the little hole here. You could actually put a lanyard on it if you wanted to and hang it around your neck so you knew you wouldn't lose it. But I looked at these online, and I think these go from anywhere between $5 to $8 just by themselves. So it's actually a pretty good component of the kit. Got a little liquid-filled button compass here. It actually is accurate. So I've checked it against what I know is north here and against my other compasses that I keep in the house, and it does point north. So I wouldn't, use it for, exact mapping, but it would be good to get a general direction of travel to go off of. So nice little addition to the kit there. Next thing I'm going to pull out is the roll of duct tape that they have in here. It's actually quite a bit of duct tape. I would guess it's probably somewhere between 5 and 10 feet. They don't actually give you an accurate number of what's in there. With this stuff, guys, you don't need me to tell you it has 1,000 uses, so it's great to put in there. I may even look at just carding this, wrapping this around a credit card to make it a little thinner so that it doesn't protrude as much from the bag. But once again, 1,000 uses for it. If you got room for it, there's no reason not to have it. Next, got a little signal mirror here. Has the protective cover on it right now. It says remove before use, so if it looks a little dingy, that's why. But signal mirror, self-explanatory. I don't need to go into that too much, but it it's pretty small compared to my hand. You can see there it's not a full-size signal mirror by any means, but it'll get the job done. And I believe the next thing I'm gonna pull out is a survival blanket. And if you guys don't know how to use one of these, I would obviously suggest learning before you go out into the wilderness. But the bivy that's in here, the survival blanket that they include in here, actually has survival instructions on the bivy itself. Especially you can use this kind of like a poncho type where you wrap it around yourself, or you could make a tarp out of this, obviously, and make some sort of a lean-to type shelter. Obviously not a lean-to, but like an A-frame style or something along those lines out of this. It's plenty big. I'm not going to crack it open because I doubt I would be able to fold it back up as well as they have it packaged right now. Does come with a mini fishing and mini sewing kit. It has hooks, lines, sinkers, and swivels all in here, as well as a needle. And then from what it says on the package, the line that they have in here can be used as sewing thread or as fishing line, so it's multi-purpose as far as that goes. And it's actually, you know, it's really small, as you can tell. So, and it actually also has, let's see, I believe there are 4 safety pins in here as well. So you got the safety pins, the needle, the hooks, and quite a few other little things in here. And then last but not least, you have the Sole, what do they call it? The Firelight Sparker, which is basically just a little flint striker, and puts out a few sparks. As you can see, it does a pretty good job. It actually also has, if you can see it on the side, it has these rubber grips, which would actually be nice if your hands are cold or your dexterity is impaired in some way or another, so you could get a good grip on it and make sure you could use it pretty well. And then obviously the dry sack that it came in. This is just some general information about the kit. Actually, here's the signal mirror instructions printed right on this piece of paper here, if you're not familiar with how to use a signal mirror. And then this is just overall like thank you card they put in with the kit. You know, this is obviously not a 100% complete kit. There are things that I plan to add to it. There are things I've already, you know, got here that I'm going to show you. First thing I'm going to add is this little guy right here. This is the Spyderco Bug. Now, I know you guys are laughing because it's so tiny, but you know, the kit doesn't have a lot of room in it in the first place, and this by no means would be my primary knife that I would have when I'm out backpacking, but you know, it is a secondary option, and if something were to happen to my main blade, having this would be better than having nothing, because this would be very hard to duplicate in the wilderness at this point for my skill level. You know, I'm not great about making arrowheads or flint knapping or anything like that with glass, so this would be very hard for me to duplicate, and is well worth the space and the weight to carry an extra knife with me. And then the second thing is a Bic lighter. Even though the Tender Quicks are waterproof, and even though it comes with a Sparky right here, in wet conditions, it still, I think, would be fairly difficult to use these two to get a fire started. And a Bic lighter in that situation would be absolutely invaluable if you're dealing with wet conditions or less than ideal conditions, which inevitably, if you're in some sort of survival situation, is going to be the case. You're going to be dealing with less than ideal circumstances, and you want to make starting a fire as easy on yourself as possible. I went ahead and took the child safety off of this one to make it a little easier to light. But there's no reason not to add one if you have the room for it. Another thing I plan to add that I don't have here, I need to go buy, is artificial bait. I plan on buying just some artificial grub, something real small I could put in a little baggie and include in with this kit. You know, you can always find live bait when you're out in the wilderness trying to catch fish, but you know, it's a time-consuming task, and you know, you're not guaranteed that you're going to find what you need. So having some sort of an artificial bait is always a good option as far as I'm concerned. And then the only other thing I really would throw in here would be some sort of a water purification device, probably water purification tablets, just as a way to purify water. Now, with the size of this kit, you obviously have no way of improvising a cup or anything like that. But if you were on a day hike or you pulled this out of your main kit, you know, you could take a canteen or a Nalgene bottle or a bottle with you to use as a container to carry water in, and then purify it with the water tablets that you would carry in this kit. So, you know, overall, guys, for what you get inside this kit, I'm going to set it all up in front here. You really can't beat the value. Like I said, I looked at piecing this kit together on my own, and you know, it would have cost me close to $25, not including the individual shipping on each item that I had to purchase from a separate person. So to be able to get all of this for $19 with free shipping online is an incredible value. And I urge you guys, if you're into backpacking, or this even would be good for you know, a bug out bag as a small little mini survival kit option, sort of a grab and go if you had to ditch your main bag for some reason. You know, they do say that you can clip this onto your belt with a little clip here. So you know, for $19, and the quality of the components that you get as well, you can't beat. You know, I'm sure you guys could piece together a kit or find cheaper components, but you know, with Sole, they're a very large company, and you know you're getting quality components with each individual piece inside the kit. So, you know, when you combine quality with value, as far as I'm concerned, you can't beat it. So, that'll pretty much be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found some of the information useful. If you guys have any other ideas of stuff you think I should put in the kit, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. If you liked the video, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.